A very good evening to you all and welcome to our second and final edition of News Tonight here on UBC TV this Monday, the 13th day of November 2023. First though, let's have a look at our top stories. Police holding Nawakoza Farida for child trafficking and recruiting juveniles into terror activities. The Senior 6 examinations start amidst heavy downpour. 110,000 candidates registered to seats. The father to Busoga Queen rubbishes speculations about royal wedding. Hello there and welcome once again. We are coming to you live, online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. On sign language, it is Elizabeth Nakakoni and I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. Now, the Vice President, Jessica Alupo, has congratulated Christians of Ongongoja achieving mission and thanked Bishop Echiru for the choice of name given to the mission, that is St. Peter Clever Catholic Parish. Soroti Catholic Diocese yesterday opened St. Peter Clever Catholic Parish, Ongongoja in Usuku County, to extend its spiritual services nearer to the people of Katakwi district. Now this becomes the 7th Catholic parish in the district. Now the Vice President, Jessica Alupo, also Katakwi district woman member of Parliament, attended the function.
And conferred on it the title of St. Peter Clever Catholic Parish Ongongoja and installing Reverend Father Anyutu as its first ever parish priest. Speaking at the colorful ceremony that attracted hundreds of Christians from Karamoja and Lango sub-regions, Vice President Major Retired Jessica Alupo thanked the residents who offered their land for the construction of the church, noting that St. Anne Catholic Parish produced Christ the King Parish and now St. Peter Clever, for which she said the people should be thankful to the Almighty God. She therefore appealed to locals to fulfill the 7 sacraments, which include baptism, Holy Eucharist, confirmation, penance, anointing of the sick, holy matrimony and holy orders, since the mission is now near. The Vice President at the same occasion lauded security organs, commanders and their troops for fighting cattle rustling and thefts in Karamoja and Teso sub-regions. She particularly thanked Major Kutesa for his coordinated efforts and assured locals that no Karamojong rustler will disturb the new parish priest, Reverend Father Anyutu.
Security Kutesa, where is the commander? The commander, Kutesa, you come here. Papa Bishop, if you can even get the number of Kutesa, it is very big prayers. Yes, we will be that major. And I was telling him that 4 months without the cattle rustler in Katakwi is a miracle. Miracles are still happening. When you go to the miracle, permanent. Papa Bishop, permanent miracle.
The function was attended by Rose Lily Akelo, Minister in charge of Ethics and Integrity, Usuku County Member of Parliament Bosco Okirol, Toroma County Member of Parliament Joseph Andrew Koluo, the Katakwi District Chairperson Geoffrey Omolo, and Katakwi RDC Major Godfrey Katamba, among others. On behalf of the family of Epel George William, the Vice President contributed a cow for Bishop Echiru and a heifer for the new parish priest. She also offered to pave all the corners of the church.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son,
Etole Ed Archangel, UBC News.
Thanks, Etole Archangel, for that story there. Now, police have arrested a one Nawakoza Farida for child trafficking and recruitment of juveniles into terrorism activities. Now, Nabakoza was registering young people from refugee camps and transporting them to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now, this was revealed during the police weekly briefing at Naguru Police Headquarters.
The 37-year-old suspect, Farida Nabakoza, is a resident of Bulenga and a bus conductor attached to baby coaches. She's accused of registering young people from refugee camps, especially Nakiva, transporting them to Congo to join terror activities.
Had 5 children who were handed over to her, and she actually knew where to drop these children, which means she could be a collaborator in one way or another, because this shows that she has been probably trafficking children in that manner.
The recruited juveniles are inducted into Tridwaneho, a rebel group based in Congo.
Victims, including Muvula Christine, aged 17, a refugee and a pupil at one of the primary schools in Nachiva, a refugee camp, escaped and was reunited with the mother. So we are now trying to recover 3 children who could have crossed into the DRC illegally. That is Bisesa Prince, age 15, Tezero, and Sari Koze, who are still missing. So we continue to strongly condemn any acts of recruitment.
Security has confirmed several remnants of ADF trying to create small cells for fresh recruitments. Meanwhile, in Impiji Katonga region, police impounded stolen elements of electricity infrastructure being ferried to the scrap market and culprits arrested. While in Kamuli district, 4 suspects arrested for vandalizing power lines.
We were able to recover ABC wires, about 200 meters of ABC wires belonging to Umeme. This suspect is in our custody, and our investigations have ascertained that these ABC wires were stolen from Bovezi and Gayaza villages in Gigi Town Council. The community were able to apprehend the suspects. Unfortunately, one was lost to mob justice and the others were able to escape. But we would like to report to you that we have so far arrested 4 of these suspects, and they are going to be arraigned in the utility court.
Security has recounted success policing of Nyege Nyege Festival, where 45 people were arrested on cases of theft, impersonation and vehicle robbery. 10 released on police bond, while 35 are being processed in court. Abdul Nasser Lubwama and Rogers Komagum for UBC.
Now, Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education examinations have commenced with candidates writing history and mathematics across the country. On this first day, there have been delays in starting the exams due to the morning rain. UBC TV visited some schools within Kampala to assess the progress. Ivan Kahwa gives us more.
At least 110,569 candidates are sitting the 2023 Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education examinations in 2,103 examination centers across the country. The candidates have completed the first papers in mathematics and history.
Yeah, I have to get an A. An assured A in history, because I don't want to disappoint myself or anybody. I've been reading, and I don't think that I misfired anywhere.
We have prepared these students for the last 2 years. The teachers have taught. We have assessed them during the course of the 2 years. And finally, in term 3, this last term, we took off time to regroup them in smaller groups of their strength. And they have revised with the teachers. They have asked teachers questions. They have interacted with the teachers. And I think they have done their best and they have been ready.
There were reported delays in starting the papers due to a heavy downpour, which affected the students' arrival time for exams.
The invigilators, some of them delayed to get to the station, and also some learners delayed a bit. So we started some 10 minutes late, past 9. but we were able to get the exams here on time.
But I didn't expect it to rain, but then there was a heavy downpour on my way to school. So as it was raining, it really rained on me. But when I reached school, I had to buckle up and then prepare for the paper. So I wore my sweater in the morning, then I prepared for the exam.
Students underwent a thorough checkup, as is the custom, before starting the exam sessions.
Some who were checking us to the extent of removing the shoes, but I believe it's okay.
Not allowing money, papers, and other sorts of materials that we are not in line with the examination.
Students appreciated the reception from invigilators and supervisors during the exam hours.
So yeah, everything went well smoothly because they just come in, give us papers if you need anything. Because I remember my pen fell down and they picked it up for me. I didn't have to go down to pick it up. Yeah, everything went well.
In some schools, students who missed sitting their first paper due to circumstances are yet to be identified.
Babiri abatakoze lwansonga zirabika zeeka omba tugambye tukubyeka batugambye nti eka yaddukayo taliyo n'omulala amasimu nga tegaliko.
The number of candidates sitting for UGCE this year has increased compared to last year, with enrollment rising to 110,569 from 97,889 in 2022. Ivan Kahwa and Dan Lugemwa, UBC News in Kampala.
Now, despite the heavy rains, this did not prevent heads of schools from two divisions, that is Kampala Central and Boga divisions, from heading to Old Kampala Police Station to get the UGCE examinations, which started today. Take a watch.
This morning, as students prepared for their exams after heavy rain, heads of schools collected their exams from distribution centers at Old Kampala Police Station to start their exams. Everyone who arrived filled in forms and handed over the lists of students. UNEB representative Betty Nalukenge briefed them on the procedures.
The timely coming to bring back the scripts and even taking the question papers. But when you are getting these files, make sure you write in the actual time. Are we together? We have noticed, and some of you have raised the issues, that there are papers that are coinciding for some learners. We are still going to follow the same guidelines. Are we together? Where we have a break of 20 minutes, because the guidelines say the candidate should start with a paper with more numbers. Are we together? More numbers, and then give them a break, and then the next paper.
They were then given the envelopes containing the exam papers. At Chitabi Secondary School, candidates had entered the examination rooms. Chitabi Secondary School head teacher and team leader Haj Kamlegea Mohammed confirmed that his students are ready to sit for the exams.
The Lord who has enabled us to conduct it successfully, and we are very happy that our students have committed to do their best to see that they represent us ably and very well, both in terms of academics and in terms of the social life.
On exams, tubakubiriza okubeera abeerufu abawandiika ebibuuzo ate era n'okubategeeza nti si be basoose okukola ebibuuzo bino balegeeza there is a future beyond here. N'olwekyo tubasaba bakuume empisa nga era bwe tubamanyi nti empisa bazirina okusobola okubeera nga batuuka ku mitendera mingi nnyo mu nsi.
Mary Nam Jamil Sekajja, UBC News.
Now from the education sector, let's look at culture. And we go to Busoga region, where the father to the Inebantu of Busoga, Stanley Bayole, has noted with concern that the negative speculations against his daughter will not deter him from preparing for the royal wedding. Bayole told UBC from his home in Mayuge district that all is uncalled for and orchestrated by ill-hearted subjects. He reveals that the Inebantu, who is currently out of the country, will return for the 18th of November 2023 wedding.
St. Mulumba village, home to the father of Busoga Inebantu, is located in Mayuge Town Council in Mayuge district. This home belongs to the parents of the Queen of Busoga in waiting, Jovia Mutesi. Jovia's father, Stanley Bayole, is in Jovia mood.
We praise and thank God for such a wonderful moment that He has brought in Busoga, in our clan, in our family, and He has brought joy to everyone. As you see my face, I cannot express myself, the joy I have. But I'm so, and you praise people whenever I talk about it, you won't even cause me shed tears. Out of the many Busoga, more than 5 million Busoga who are in Busoga here, the king chose my house.
Stanley is however dissatisfied with those who have chosen to peddle malice against his family and the wedding of her daughter to the Chavazingo of Busoga.
Please stop the speculations are uncalled for and unwanted. This is God's arrangement. I'm the true biological father of Inebantu.
He refutes allegations that Jovia is not a Musoga either by name or by birth.
Mutes, Erina, Eria mama inaife, twagulika, kusima dada yali muka baba, muka dada, twasima, eyafumbange wa dada, dina liangulikwa. To appreciate dada waifoyo, eyafumbira chi? Eyafumbira dada waife. Oloni twalakamwenda kulizikiriza lokati ono tumutumye chi? Mutesi.
Bayole told UGCE that Jovia, being the eldest daughter in the family, she has come along with many blessings.
I thank my king, Governor Diope the Fourth, for having cited this home as the best home to choose the Queen Mother of Busoga. May the grace of God continue protecting the king and the queen. And me personally, I wish them a beautiful, nice, loving marriage all the time. I wish them to get nice kids. Probably if God can allow, to give them twins.
Bayole says when the former Archbishop Church of Uganda, Stanley Ntagali, visited them on 2 different occasions, this was part of his prophecy.
His Grace Stanley Ntagali, he was here the 2 times. Whenever he could come for pilgrimages here at Chando, this is his home. And he prophesied that this home will be a great home. The sky will be the limit. You will get all the titles, you will get all what you want. By the grace of God, I have seen something coming in this home. It has come to pass. That is now a great home in Busoga.
But what about Jovia's education career?
She has 2 degrees, CPA and a qualified accountant. She does. She went through good schools. Her nursery was here in St. Mulumba, home here. She went to Shimoni. When Shimoni was removed, she went to Kampala Parents, to Namagunga, Mount St. Nicholas Namagunga. From there to universities, Makera and Ngozi. So, really she's a lady ready to take up the task of a Queen Mother.
With a few days remaining to the wedding date of 18th November 2023, according to Stanley, the Queen will soon return in the country.
But kulobyo kwerinda. So akwandi Queen yaligano baligano ayenga alikumaliriza ebimwetagisa kuluya wa Uganda soon mudamu gona.
For the village of St. Mulumba and Mayuge district, they now pride in having a king as an in-law.
Then Mayuge, we are happy that we are the in-laws out of the 11 districts and counties. Mayuge was chosen to be the best.
The Chavazinga royal wedding remains a key talk among the Busoga community as His Royal Highness William Gabulana Diope IV tied knot with Queen Jovia Mutesi on 18th November 2023. I'm Robert Nyango and Jeffrey Kasaiji for UGCE News.
Will remain there momentarily, and the Prime Minister of Busoga Kingdom, Dr. Joseph Muvawala, has re-emphasized that the royal wedding must take place on the 18th of this month. Take a watch.
About 5 days towards the Busoga royal wedding of the King of Busoga, Gabula Nadiope IV, different contributors towards the Busoga royal wedding have contributed to this majestic wedding, which include the fireworks, who contributed 43 million Uganda shillings, and Kampala University.
Thank you so much. Our team is very diverse, and we have a number of our staff that come from Busoga. So Busoga Kingdom plays a central role in our business, and that's why when the committee, the organizing committee of the royal wedding, reached out to us to be part of this organization, to be part of the royal wedding from an organization perspective, we didn't even think twice about it. We discussed internally, but it was a yes.
Chambogo College School Nakawa, through their team leader, gave a brief about the time the King of Busoga spent at their campus during his A-level, and then they contributed 1 million Uganda shillings towards his royal wedding.
He was admitted in Chambogo College in 2006 as an A-level student in Senior 5, and he completed his A-level in 2007 and performed very well. And then he was admitted to Chambogo University. I'd like to let you know that while at Chambogo College School, he had very good attributes. He had attributes of humility. He had attributes of, he was very approachable. He was very sincere. And what was very pertinent at that time, he was a very good time manager.
The MK movement, who contributed 20 million Uganda shillings in cash through the Vice Chairman MK Movement North, Dr. Lilian Abba, who was accompanied by Frank Gashumba, Moses Balieku, Balam Balugahare, delivered Muhozi Kainerugaba, the Chairman MK Movement's message.
Muhozi Kainerugaba, who is the chairman of the MK Movement, and he said he's part of Busoga, he loves Busoga, and will always be part of Busoga. As a team, to show our solidarity, and we are not stopping here. We are going to be part of the entire event, and our team will be part of the bigger team on ground that will attend the event and will bless it entirely. And it's a very big movement, and we are looking at the future of this country, and we are focusing on making Uganda a better place for everyone. So the movement has got many supporters. Entirely in Busoga, we have a very big support. So there's no way we cannot be part of this event. We have to be part of it. And at a later date, when we take over power, we shall sit down and discuss how to build the kingdom and make the kingdom better.
In his remarks, the Prime Minister of Busoga Kingdom, Dr. Joseph Muvawala, appreciated the contributions.
The coming of our Queen, it is no doubt that we are now presiding over a bigger brand. And the coming of the Queen has given us a chance to showcase that Busoga is not about fights. Busoga can be one. And that Busoga will be one. And that Busoga will remain a force in the socio-economic development of this country and in the politics of this country. So for the MK movement to be here with us today is also a sign that you recognize this fact. Very good. It is not an opinion, it is a fact. Be there, waiting. We welcome you to the wedding on the 18th. I want to confirm once again that this wedding will happen. On the 18th, 10 o'clock, the wedding shall happen. Why don't we have? Do you like this here?
Yes. Yes. That is fine.
And the royal wedding in Busoga will happen. And that was the Prime Minister there. Now to other news. Each year, on average, 52,000 men are diagnosed with prostate cancer, translating into 144 men diagnosed daily. Now, Uganda's Minister for Health Education, Kotilda Nakate Chikomeko, says there needs to be a proactive way to address the problem. The Ikure Diagnostic Imaging Center in Mengo has launched a one-week medical camp to provide free prostate cancer screening and raising awareness about its effects. We have more in this story.
Prostate cancer affects the small gland in the male reproductive system. It is prevalent among men aged 40 and above, claiming over 12,000 lives daily. The Ituri Diagnostic Imaging Center in Mengo has opened a one-week medical camp offering free screening and awareness about the impacts of prostate cancer. Buganda Kingdom Minister for Health Kotilda Nakate Chikomeko commissioned the health camp with a call to all men to monitor their health.
Given pieces of advice, a lot of sensitization was given, and I want to believe that Kabaka's subjects in that area now know what it takes to keep monitoring their health challenges. And being very fast in being treated.
The managing director of imaging services, Seka Dasol, told UBC that data from a health camp in Busunju, organized by Ituri Diagnostic Imaging Center, shows that over 75% of men suffer prostate cancer.
5 of men we saw in Busunju, they had signs of prostate cancer. So this is how far has prostate is eating men.
However, Dr. Sekada emphasizes the importance of health consciousness for those below 30, urging them to attend screenings.
40 years and below, we have caught prostatitis in them. Young people of 20, 25, 30, they have a challenge of prostatitis. And then 40 and above, we have caught cancer in them.
This prostate screening camp focuses on creating awareness among men aged 40 and above.
This creation of this awareness will support them to develop a discipline of coming to the hospital.
Ituri Diagnostic Imaging Center, a state-of-the-art facility dedicated to accurate and comprehensive medical imaging services, specializes in prostate health, offering services such as ultrasound scans, breast screening, X-rays, and radiology.
Now, hearing of the case at the High Court Criminal Division, where 9 suspects are accused of kidnapping and murdering Susan Magara, has flopped. Now, it follows the accused's legal team's failure to present to court the documents from the African Center for Treatment and Rehabilitation for Torture Victims Hospital, confirming the alleged torture against the accused.
The 9 suspects in the kidnap and murder case of Susan Magara have appeared at High Court Criminal Division in Kampala before Judge Alex Ajij. During the last court sitting, the defense legal team filed an oral application asking court to halt and dismiss the case against the accused on grounds that they were tortured during and after arrest. The accused were asked to get a certified copy from African Center for Treatment and Rehabilitation for Torture Victims Hospital, confirming the torture. During the hearing, the accused's lawyer, Richard Komboga, told court that the hospital asked them for more time to prepare the documents.
When I called them on their phone number, they replied that they're in a meeting discussing the same with their legal department plus the doctors. When I sent there my fellow lawyer, they told him they need another meeting for the same. And this court cannot be held at ransom waiting for them the whole day. We don't know when the meeting will end.
Basing on this, Komboga asked court for more time to obtain the alleged documents.
When I called them, they said it is not possible. They promised that by exactly 9 today, these documents will be given to us. They said they are going to give us the documents on Friday the 10th, November 2023. In the circumstances, my Lord, I pray for adjournment.
Judge Alex Ajij adjourned the case to 15th November 2023.
I believe the counsel for the accused persons are putting effort to obtain their originals of their documents, at least judging from their submission, and they seek more time in order to obtain the same so as to be able to complete presentation of the application. While I take the concerns of the state seriously, I find that counsel for the accused persons have a good reason to seek an adjournment, and therefore an adjournment is granted for the defense to produce their documents and proceed with the application. In case they will not proceed with the application, then the state should be ready to proceed with the hearing of this case.
The accused were further remanded. Deborah Namamonde, UGCE News.
Now, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Diana Twine, has said the ministry will roll out and implement digital solution in patients' care across all hospitals in the country. She was addressing the first 2023 Uganda National Digital Health Conference here in Kampala via Zoom. The conference was held under the theme Leveraging Digital Health to Improve Efficiency in Service Delivery.
Held the first ever 2023 Uganda National Digital Health Conference under the theme Leveraging Digital Health to Improve Efficiency in Service Delivery. The conference has converged leaders, policymakers, researchers, innovators, digital health vendors to discuss progress in implementing digital health initiatives and tapping into opportunities presented by digital health. Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Diana Twine, who addressed the congregation via Zoom, stated that digital health solutions will respond to clients' need through user-centered designs that guarantee responsive, resilient, and inclusive health system.
So to date, the electronic medical record system has been rolled out in 13 bigger hospitals. Here I'm talking about the regional and national hospitals.
The Ministry of Health therefore is committed to improving the application of digital health interventions and technologies to facilitate the attainment of her overall objective of delivering high-quality health services to all of us.
Implementing and developing partners commended Ministry of Health for the step forward in embracing digital technologies as it will facilitate timely availability of high-quality health information for provision of better quality healthcare services.
Our collaborative efforts should aim to create a robust, interconnected digital ecosystem that not only responds to existing challenges, but also anticipates and adapts to the evolving needs of the population.
The Ministry of Health is in very advanced stages of setting up what we call a shared health record, where a minimum set of information from your encounter is summarized and submitted and can be accessed by other actors wherever you seek care.
The strategy aims at strengthening the health information system and leveraging digital health to optimize health service delivery to achieve universal health coverage by 2030.
Previously, we're using the biodata clock in. You come and clock in. Chiruru is very near Kampala. Someone clocks in, goes to town, does his other work, comes back in the evening, clocks out. From the system, you will say this man has worked 12 hours, or 11 hours, or 8 hours, whatever it is. Here, I'm able to know that a certain Dr. X has seen only 2 patients. His colleague in the same station has seen 50 patients. Then you have to explain.
It's that investing in building resilient integrated technology platforms will provide system operability and in scaling innovations to realize an electronic medical record system, which will foster community and patient follow-up from both infections and other chronic conditions. Zahra Abigaba, UGCE News.
Let's now take a break and we'll be returning with much more. Do stay with us.
Jovia. Ng'oyolekera ku lugendo luno olw'obulamu nkuwa ekirabo eky'amaanyi agatazizibwa, amaanyi okulabibwa n'okuwulirwa mu mawanga ageewala ennyo, okutuuka buli wamu nga yadde togenzeeyo, ensi yonna ng'ekuli mu ngalo. okutambula mu biseera n'okumanya buli kimu ekirina okumanyibwa. Jovia, kino kye kirabo kyange gy'oli.
Tewali kumu ku kiki osobola okukola ku mukutu nnandameggwa ogwa MTN.
Metu Bus Industries, Namamve, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators, and special purpose vans and any customized vehicle. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort, and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats, or a special design that includes power outlet, Wi-Fi, television, refreshment center, and any other specification. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda. Contact us on 0788 118586 or 0782 030303. Email us metuafricabus@gmail.com. Visit our website www.metubusafrica.com.
Lagos.
Prof Bio Research, winners of the Best East Africa Brand Award 2023, invites you for the 8th Great Sundowner Centers Mera Committee from 26 November to 2nd December 2023, full week blast. Keynote trainer Omukenku Funyanzi Julius, Chuma Chiwagala Chuma. Topics include Pampers and Vermiculite soil fertilizers production, mechanized banana juice production and preservation, Ganoderma mushroom cultivation and castor plant cultivation, aloe vera gel and juice making and castor oil making, bathing and herbal soap production and matchbox making at Tucatorio Mall Hall Rooftop from 26 November to 2nd December 2023, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Entrance 100,000 shillings or book via mobile money on 0703 152 152. Buy a ticket at 100,000 shillings and get a free tray of saffron eggs, Ganoderma mushroom garden and a training certificate.
African Airline Association, in conjunction with Uganda Airlines, presents the 55th AFRA Annual General Assembly between the 19th and 21st November 2023 at Speak Resort Hotel, Munyonyo, in the heart of Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. In attendance will be 500 high-profile African and global aviation leaders, 40 airline CEOs making strides to transform aviation for development. The 55th AFRA AGA is proudly powered by
Welcome back from that break, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV, and a warm welcome to those of you just joining us. Now, the Bishop of Central Busoga, Right Reverend Patrick Wakula, has lashed out at Christians for failing to appreciate what God has entrusted them with. Now, during a Thanksgiving ceremony for Ivaiwi Charles for the award of a Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration of Nkumba University, Bishop Wakula warned that the result is destruction of the environment and communal structures.
The
The Thanksgiving ceremony, presided over by the Bishop of Central Busoga, Right Reverend Patrick Wakula, commenced with prayers characterized by songs of praise, dancing and ululation from the audience. During the sermon, Bishop Wakula urged Christians to reflect and retain what God has given beforehand. He also cautioned the graduates to use his knowledge to solve community issues.
See what you have, look around in the neighbors and see what they don't have, then ask yourself, what did I do to get this? You may not literally and physically have the answer. Then you project it to who? To God, and you say he's him. That's the thanksgiving. Can you have the integrity of a PhD holder? Can you have the spirituality of a PhD holder? Can you serve the church as a PhD holder because you have climbed some ladders beyond what others have?
The Director of Finance and Administration at UGCE, Dr. Peter Kagwa, who was the chief guest, asked school-going children in Chizuba Village and Namutomba District to follow Dr. Ivaibi's footsteps for academic excellence and utilize his expertise in their village.
This village we are standing on today embraces Dr. Charles Ivaibi and his family and appreciates his achievements and utilizes his expertise and knowledge and skills he has acquired to better this village, to make this village a model village by encouraging the children to go to school. We have UPE now, we have UCE.
The graduate Chelsea Ivaibi says he has embarked on a sensitization program to interest parents in the district to send their children to school to address crimes in the area.
I'm carrying out a sensitization program right from the grassroots. The parents at village level, parish level, and the sub-county level, and the district at large. Let's take our children back to school. Let's not keep our children in our homes, in our gardens. Let's take them back to school. And tomorrow we shall eliminate crimes right from our villages, parishes, sub-counties, district, and Uganda at large.
Dr. Ivaibi's achievement seems an inspiration to the village.
We are blessed to have him as our mentor and inspirer because he has done us wonderful ways of improving our way, despite the fact that here and there teachers seem to be small people in the country.
The function was attended by dignitaries who included district leaders and government officials. Over 10 million shillings was collected, which will be used for the inauguration of Central Busoga Diocese. Mary Namkose in Namutomba District.
Now, persons who have been affected by the East African crude oil pipeline have been encouraged and trained to engage in modern productive agriculture as one way of improving their livelihood. Take a watch.
Edson Kagubale, the team leader Mount Centrals in Kasambia Parish in Katikara Sub-County, Kakumiro District, said the demonstration farms were constructed to support people who lost their land. The contract's terms and conditions involved training affected persons in modern agriculture. The contract started running in February 2023, so far 13 affected persons have been supported by a pilot study.
Focus on the maize and beans, while in Mawende you'll find them focusing on coffee and bananas and what have you other areas. So we've been illustrating whatever will be coming in there. We are only seeing crop here, but going forward, when we move into the pipeline pumps, we're also looking at livestock. Because people have been affected, they have their herders. So when you go to Mawende areas, you go to Fawera, you go to Tayunja, they are cattle keepers. And therefore, the focus of livelihood shifts to the farmers' choices.
They have also selected model farmers in communities in all the 5 districts. Jen Musinguzi, a resident of Kasambia, said she started benefiting from the vegetables which are planted on a 1/4 acre of land.
Batwegesa batuwendigisa endima yomulembe tukaintulima okwo bakatugisa haddemo twalugira haddemo twagaruka hasaiti zaitu batwegesa omulingo tusemerere kuba nitukora endime enungi kandi tukafunamu tukagoboreramu hati naito twabitandikire gali mazima ati nkamu tukatubyeremu nkabambiremu ekabeji munu baitu nkagoboreramu.
Fred Bazire, the Community Relations Coordinator, EACOP, said the project is encouraging the affected persons to keep on practicing farming and will continue to offer support to them so that the families can get enough food.
The good farming practices being practiced here, you can get encouraged and motivated so that you are able to go back and do it in your own field. That's why the project is even going ahead, giving some bit of inputs and some support to encourage them.
EACOP will transport oil produced from the Albertine oil fields to the port of Tanga in Tanzania.
To supply this country. Is it farming in the...
Now let's go back to the Busoga Royal Wedding, and donations towards the Busoga Royal Wedding continue to flock in support of the Saturday 18th November historical day at Bugembe Cathedral. Now today the Katukero, Dr. Joseph Muvawala, received a number of people, including the Muslim community, Lubega Institute of Nursing and the Islamic Health Center, Gabula Road.
Over 4 groups have donated towards the Busoga Royal Wedding and were welcomed by the Katukiro of Busoga, Joseph Muvawala.
We would like to thank them very much. We would like to thank all of you, the media, who have been here to cover this function. Busoga is on a run. Busoga is on the rise. This function will happen. We encourage all people in this country not to waste their time, not to waste their time, not to waste their time with the allegations that are flying around, they're unfounded.
The Muslim community led by Busoga Regional Mufti Sheikh Hussein Boa donated 4 cows and 20 goats. Lubega Institute of Health Sciences donated 30 million shillings and will extend free medical services and a health camp.
We'll bring 2 things. First of all, you can already see how much unity it has fostered in Busoga. Every Busoga of all kinds. Our friends in the different sectors, in the business, in the civil, in the social services, have all come together to show that yes, we can move with Busoga as a unit.
The Islamic Health Center, Gabula Road, led by Dr. Mukisa, donated 500,000 and will offer free medical treatment.
We are going to offer medical services here. We are going to offer ambulance services and wheelchair services. And today we have brought a check of 500,000 shillings to facilitate the activities during the wedding.
Dark Hill Microfinance Limited donated 10 million shillings to the wedding. Busoga poultry farmers led by Joshua Chiwika donated chicken. The Katukiro of Busoga, Dr. Joseph Muvawala, thanked the public for the support. Avena Francisco, UBC.
Era tutukanga olw'omuntu nti ni gasita ndala mukaaga itaano sita isatu ash onige yes
nga obakubuuza
nga bamubuuza machanti code nga tumukoba atamu nsanvu olumalirizawo ng'atamu esente dali kuwayo kumbaga ya mwenemu saawa yeneyo nga kyabazinga amwebaza nga tweyongere kayi tujja mu kyalo ekindi
ekikoba embaga olunawa luti nga mwira
tulijja kumala kayi tweyongere emyezi mukaaga nga tukasomesa abantu momope
baba embaga ya mwenemu eriyo nga 18 kayi emyezi omukaaga gy'oli kwongeramu ojaji
oyidine ebyamomope abantu yembite yona bandeta momo ono ne bali kumpaka ne byamomo pabidi tyama kupikipiki ojo obisomesa
muleke musoniwe tyamaja
baba tuuka bulungi
simbula embalasi asumuludde
momo nyabo.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
In the past, my people could predict the weather, but now the rules of nature have been rewritten. The commitment of taking care of your people and planet presents a challenge. A challenge that leads you into the unknown, exploring untouched paradises, seemingly from another world. All of them connected by the water that flows downstream from the peak of the kingdom.
Hello!
And I can feel deeply how this mountain is suffering. A place where the purity of the air drives you to keep climbing upward. A treasure that we must all protect before it's lost forever.
Welcome back from that break. It's time now for us to have a look at what's happening in the world of business. Now, Mandela Group of Companies has hosted supermarket owners and attendants for a brief on how to manage their businesses during this forthcoming festive season.
Many businesses in Uganda fail due to simple mistakes, importantly lack of customer care. But Mandela Group of Companies, a conglomerate, is proud of petrol stations, supermarkets and restaurants. The company is offering tips to supermarket owners and attendants ahead of the festive period.
When you come to capital shoppers tomorrow, you should see some new changes. Not only price or product, but you need to give every time. But this time is very important. You know why? Some customers, they come with their family, this is a time. Engage, speak the interpersonal skill, interact with the customers, suggest the customers, this product is good. We want you to speak to customers. Don't stand idle.
The advice has mainly been about retail sales associate skills and responsibilities like product knowledge, promotions, dependability, communication and professional appearance.
We wanted to share with them the knowledge, train them on how to handle the customers during this festive season, and the customer experience, or the best they can give to their customers during this season. So we agreed, let's have the supermarkets around Kampala share with them our experience and also teach them on how they are going to handle their customer during this festive season.
More than 50 market owners, but mainly attendants from establishments like Capital Shoppers, Bessie Buy and JT have benefited from this half-day session. I'm Navka Farida and Abiona Francisco.
Now, Uganda Bureau of Statistics has revealed that the official launch of the National Population and Housing Census will take place on the 30th of November 2023 at Kololo Independence Grounds. UBOS Executive Director Chris Mukiza told the press at a media breakfast meeting to start activities for the African Statistics Week that 10th of May 2024 is the day of numeration. Now, the African Statistics Day on the 18th of November will be celebrated under the theme Modernizing Data Ecosystems to Accelerate the Implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area.
We are in high gear of conducting national population housing census. So during this celebration, we are paving way for the national launch of census And the official launch will take place on 30th of November 2023 by His Excellency the President of Uganda at Kororo Independence Grounds. It will unveil the activities that we are going to do on the countdown to the census night of 9th, 10th May 2023. That will be census night. And I think you media need to start explaining to the public what census night means. For us, it's very important because that is the reference night where the count takes place. Household, the next day on 10th May, which will be the first day of enumeration, we shall be asking who stayed in this household last night, census night. Now, because we cannot cover the whole country in one day, we are going to count for 10 days. Even when you come on 10th day, we shall not be asking those who stayed last night. We shall be asking those who stayed in the household when? 9th, 10th. Some people may have gone out abroad and they come on 8th, rather on 11th. Those ones we should not report them. Or those who are there on the 9th, 10th, and left will be counted. So that's why they counted wherever you have stayed. So if you are a driver, a truck driver, and you are these long distance drivers, and you are between Malawi and but within Uganda, we shall count you from there. If you have stayed around Anjenwa, we shall count you there. Now these are the people who say, but the mayor was not counted. I didn't see people at my home. You have been counted where you stayed. And these are the concepts we need the media to start inculcating into the minds of the people, that you are counted wherever you are, if you are within the boundaries of Uganda.
UBOS Executive Director Chris Mukiza shedding more light there on the census, the forthcoming census, but especially on the census night. Now, Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, Ruth Nankabirwa, wants Ugandans to embrace clean cooking to conserve the environment. She was opening the Energy and Minerals Exhibition Week at Akamwesi Shopping Mall here in Kampala.
The public about alternative ways of benefiting from the environment. So the public needs to be aware and have their mindset changed.
So this Energy Week must emphasize the point of energy saving as we wait for clean energy. It is a shame that the usage of clean energy for cooking in Uganda is 1%. That's why, Your Excellency, you see trucks of charcoal entering Kampala. Note that Kampala is not connected. Many people are connected on electricity, but they are not using electricity to cook. So we have to focus on cooking tariff, clean cooking.
Nankabirwa raised concerns about the high cost of solar energy, which is still not affordable by low-income earners.
The tariff is still high because I'm told that the costs of everything, all the goods came up after COVID-19. How I wish that we can get some of the money from climate change to be invested in solar power generation so that we can make this power affordable. Those islanders need affordable and reliable electricity.
Venturing in renewable energy will mitigate on the effect of climate change and boost national development.
Uganda is very rich in renewable energy resources such as solar and hydropower, and I strongly encourage Uganda to further build upon these huge assets that are lacking in many other countries across the world. Uganda's nationally determined contributions underline the pivotal role of the energy sector in climate change mitigation, and German cooperation with its focus on renewable energy solutions aligns well with the Ugandan NDCs.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
Energy.
Sports news now, and we begin with football, where the Uganda under-15 boys team, the Uganda Rhinos, edged Tanzania 2-1 in the semi-finals of the Sekafa under-15 boys championship to progress to the finals of this year's tournament. Uganda, also the defending champions, got goals from Abubakar Walusimbi and Samuel Mubiru that gave the team an advantage from the opponents, pushing them into the finals. With the win, Uganda is on track to defending the title they won in 2019. Uganda will play the final against the winner of the semi-final between Zanzibar and South Sudan.
The one who we are waiting, the one who will play with us on the finals, then to see that how we will organize, and then we see. I think we shall do all the best to see that we are winning the final because we are at home. Both they are still learning. I think when you are coming back, we shall be more organized than today.
Pool now, and hundreds of pool lovers endured lengthy hours of night to witness champions of the Nile Special National Pool Open Championship crowned. Caesar Chandiga and Rukia Naiga were crowned champions.
Yet putting lovers of the sport on tension as the Nile Special Pool Open Championship came to a climax. In a filled Lugogo arena, while others watched through the giant screens, Caesar Chandinga and Lukia Naiga emerged victorious for each to walk away with a brand new car. Chadinga showcased his prowess in the men's final race to 9 when he fought from a 2-0 deficit against Hazard Lokomoa to clinch a 9-5 victory. His resilience performance earned him not only the converted title, but also the keys to a brand new Toyota Mark X and a substantial cash prize of 5 million shillings.
You guys, you are the reason behind all the success I'm getting now. It has been always us, me and you guys.
In the women's category, Naiga triumphed over her young sister Rashida Mutesi to secure a Toyota Rawum and a cash prize of 3 million shillings.
And finally, we look at American football, where Uganda men's national American football team lost to Kenya in the first leg of the American Football Africa Zone Series held on the 12th of November at Legion's grounds in Kampala. The game that started off on a low tone because of the downpour saw both teams struggle to make headway against each other's defense, but it was Kenya that proved stronger, beating the Ugandan defense to the touchline and managed to score 2 touchdowns with 2 conversions. Now, with a loss, Uganda will now seek a win in the return leg of the series to be played on the 12th of December in Nairobi. The overall winner of the series after 2 legs will qualify for next year's World Championships that will be played in Finland.
So if we can get our own people, own Ugandans, to train them so that they have knowledge about the game, they can be referees. So if we can get our own referees from Uganda, that would be fair.
Preparing, setup. There are a few hiccups there and here and there, but I'm so grateful that it went the way it went. There's room for improvement. My thing, I want to make sure that I improve the game so that it can be played more, even on more countries, and it gets to a huge level whereby it can be watched internationally and people can really understand and appreciate the game.
Actually, there's a lot in terms of learning, in terms of improving the game, because like we saw, officiating is really kind of dragging us behind, and discipline too. So there's a learning curve, and there are regrets, both learning and regrets. So it's a good thing in life.
And that story brings us to the end of this edition. Thank you so much for having kept us company. On Sign Language, it has been Elizabeth Nakakoni, and I am Rukidi Edward Kichenangoma, wishing you a blessed night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.